could see another change in leadership. I wouldn't be surprised. I like Phil a lot. I'm a big fan of him. I think he's a great people person. He knows how to talk the talk, but I think we could end up seeing a change in leadership at Xbox. Me personally, I would want it to be Sarah Bond, but you know how the internet feels about black people, which leads us into our next topic.
The Black Samurai.
Which leads us into our final topic for the podcast, man. Assassin's Creed Shadows got revealed last week, Thursday.
One's in the chat if you down with the Black Samurai.
So
I'm putting my one in the chat. I like Black Samurai. Oh, man.
Okay. So if you guys don't know what Assassin's Creed Shadow is, this is the latest Assassin's Creed game that was announced by Ubisoft. I'm a huge fan of Assassin's Creed. I've taken a break from the last few games myself. But, I was excited to see, this is the game that everyone has wanted for years from Assassin's Creed, like from the franchise as a whole. Mm-hmm. And so we got two, you got two protagonists. You have a female ninja who is from, I believe, hold on, I had it in front of me. She was from.
I let Darius do this.
I think it's Ego or something. Things. I think she's from like where the birth of ninjutsu took place. And then you have a
Leaf Village.
Okay. See, we're gonna keep going with the Boruto jokes today. I see.
Sorry,
but no, yeah, you got two protagonists. So everyone seemed to be fine with the ninja, but we had the other protagonist, Yasuke, who is a real historical figure. He's a black samurai / retainer / black guy that people lost their minds, and it's just so funny. Like I was telling Darkstar yesterday when we were playing Apex, I was like, when I saw the leaks about this before it dropped on.
Oh, you already knew what time it was.
I immediately just got off of Twitter because I knew what the fuck was about to happen. And man, did people not disappoint? And this is like a conversation I feel like we continue to have in this space about black representation, black people being cast into the spotlight and treated the way that they are treated, man. It's just like Darkstar said yesterday, it's not like we asked for this. We didn't ask for this particular, story to be told, or, if you guys aren't familiar with, the story of Yasuke, like I said, he was a real historical figure who was a retainer to Nobunaga, I believe.
Even and not to cut you off.
No, you're good. Go ahead.
Even like it was even people from the lineage, people like historians in Japan was coming forward. Like, what are y'all talking about? Like, this happened. It's a thing.
Yeah, like, and I think that's the thing that really kind of upset me is like people were painting this as, oh, I want a historically accurate game, and
they kept saying that. But that's what was pissing me off.
What was funny about that, right? Like. They weren't talking about history. They were just talking about one particular character at this point in history. They weren't talking about dates. They weren't talking about any other character but this one. And I'm going to say the quiet part out loud. It is racism. It is blatant, pure racism. It's biased, even and I saw some black content creators saying the same goddamn thing that others were. That's prejudice. You're being prejudiced. Okay. And you just... It really took away from the announcement. Assassin's Creed has been kind of doing the dual protagonist thing for a while now.
But check out the pre-orders. Yeah. Says a different story.
The pre-orders are going crazy for this game right now. I think it's the most pre-ordered Assassin's Creed game ever. And I was really excited for the game, just like reading some of the details of what they had planned for it. The fact that you can, basically build your own spy network. You can fully customize your assassin's hideout, which I think is fire. And, there's like a dynamic weather system. Like, I was excited for this because...
And that, like, through the smoke of all the bullshit, like, this is because I've been looking to get back into Assassin's Creed. Well, actually, I never was in there. I may have played two Assassin's Creeds out of the whole series. One was Black Flag, which I actually enjoyed. I enjoyed Black Flag.
Black Flag was awesome. Yeah.
I think Black Flag was a sleeper. I love riding around on my little ship causing chaos. But I was looking for a reason to buy a Assassin's Creed game. And when I saw the features and the stuff that they were doing with this one, my antennas went up. I was like, yo, okay, this might be the one that I buy and actually play all the way through. And I wasn't even listening to the noise. Because like you said, when you saw the leaks, right? It was the same thing with me. When I saw the leaks, I was like, oh, here we go. Just put racist on your forehead. Take a picture and put it as your profile pic. Like, dog, why are y'all so angry? Like,
yeah, it's insane to me, man. And people started to just like rip into all these other representations in Asian culture and stuff, down to The Last Samurai, down to just like Darkstar said, you had a guy who was Welsh, speaking of Black Flag, in the Caribbean. Let's talk about representation all the way, man. Be fair in your criticisms, but I didn't want that to take away from what looks like an excellent game. Like I said,
now Yusuke about to get a movie just because of y'all. Watch. It's about to be a whole movie.
Well, he actually has a few, I think, TV shows. There's an anime based on it. Don't watch the anime; it sucks. There's robots in it. But he's been represented in media before this, which is once again so confusing that people feel the way that they do.
Because you know why they feel the way that they do? Because when it comes to this part of history, they just didn't know. Because you wouldn't be so upset if you would have knew about this. Like, people standing in their ignorance. They like, no, this is not historically accurate, blah, blah. And you have people from the land, from people who family history, they're on Twitter telling you it's true.
Yeah.
And you're just like, nope. We don't believe you.
Down to people arguing, like, people are just, it's semantics.
Oh, we had Tom Cruise as a white samurai. Shall we forget that? No one batted an eye, though. Anyway.
I like that movie, by the way, man. Not because he's white, but I liked it.
It wasn't a bad movie. It was just a little inaccurate. That's all.
It's just so funny, man. Like, but I think to talk about like the game itself, I was getting a like heavy inspiration. I think at least it looks like they gained a little bit of inspiration from Ghost of Tsushima. I'm wondering if both characters kind of play very differently.
Which I think is dope, because I feel like it's giving you kind of a like different playing styles, because I feel like one may be a little more, I think the ninja character obviously is going to be a little more stealthy.
Yeah, she's 100% like, the traditional, if you guys have ever played like Assassin's Creed, she's more along those lines. And then Yasuke plays a little bit closer to the RPG modern take that they've had for the franchise. And I'm glad that they're taking it this way, because while we've had dual protagonists before, I think this is the first time they have such a distinctive play style. And because if I remember right, the last Assassin's Creed game where you could switch between protagonists was the one that was based in London. I can't remember the name of that one.
Wasn't that the group, like the one you could play with your friends?
No, not Liberation. Assassin's Creed London.
Why we never played that?
That's Syndicate. That's what it is. Syndicate. What, Syndicate?
Oh, okay.
Nah, Syndicate was fun, man. I enjoyed it.
I'm talking about the one with your friends. Why we never played that? Was it bad?
I think you want my honest opinion? I think multiplayer in Assassin's Creed sucks. We tried, I think the way that they implement it sucks. Like it's usually super buggy. Like the last time we really tried to do that was Unity back in the day. And the last time I played multiplayer for Assassin's Creed Unity, I tried to do the leap of faith, and I went through the ground and I kept teleporting above the ground and leaping of faith over and over again. So I was stuck in a loop.
Was that us playing with you when that happened?
Y'all were playing with me.
Okay, yeah. I remember. Oh, I remember now. We did try.
Yeah, we tried, did try, and it was awful.
It was bad. It was an awful experience. You're right. It was
pretty bad. So, but I'm totally fine with them not doing that.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair. I thought we would have had fun with that, but we tried. I remember that. Then we went back to playing Siege.
Yes. I think it was. Yeah, I think we were like, no more of this. We're good. Yeah, I think Darkstar, you played it with us too, if I remember, man. We tried I think it was like 4-player co-op.
It was me, Darkstar, and Era. It was all of us. We were trying to play it, and yeah, it went to hell. But I do have one thing to say, and I'm so Ubisoft. You listened. You listened to me. You listened to me. I know you got spies out there. You're watching. Because Lord, they made a black character and he didn't have a Killmonger. I was so happy.
Oh,
I was so happy.
The side, give him the Killmonger,
the short dreads, dreads. Oh,
hey, I'm be honest with you.
I'm buying it just because of that. I'm buying it. I'm sold.
I'm gonna keep it 100 with you. If I would have seen that, I would have been on the other side of this conversation. I'm kidding.
I'm not. Get rid of that damn hair. I was so happy to see his hair. Like, we have different hairstyles.
We have so many. Oh gosh, bro, that would have sent me over the edge, man. Don't get me started.
He said I would have went to the other side.
I would have been on the other side of this conversation.
I'd be like, you know what? Maybe they're right. I don't remember this guy.
He's not a samurai.
Man, I was glad to see it. But honestly, like, all jokes aside, his whole aesthetic looks great.
Yeah.
His face and the hair, you know, the samurai. I'm a big fan of just samurai shit, so I'm sold. I'll be buying it. It might be a day one for me.
Yeah,
honestly.
I was gonna say, man, this might be a day one pickup. Like, I've taken a break. Like, the last game, Assassin's Creed game I played, like, actually was Odyssey.
No, Dark Star, no.
And I was, no, I'm okay, man.
No, right. Dark Star, no. And don't you put a picture up either.
If you guys are interested in Assassin's Creed Shadows, it's supposed to hit November 15th of this year. PS5, Series X and S, PC, Mac, and Amazon Luna, even though nobody plays it. But yeah, man, I'm excited for this, man. Stop being racist. Enjoy it. I just really want to know when people stop having fun playing video games. You know, there's always these think pieces about projects.
Well, society and social media gives everyone a mouth and a think piece. Yeah, even if it's positive or negative, you know, unfortunately, that's just the name of the game, right?
Yeah, that's the world we live in, unfortunately. But if you guys do want a historically accurate samurai game, play Ghost of Tsushima. It's great too. You can just we can have both things. Both things can be okay.
Yeah, both things could exist. Afro Samurai could do his thing while, you know, you know what I'm saying? Great. Hey, look, Afro Samurai, one of my favorites.
People were so mad when Afro Samurai came out. Jesus Christ.
Oh God, yeah. People forget, man. When Afro Samurai dropped, oh boy, the hip hop shenanigans behind that. Some of the things that were said, I can't even repeat.
And then they found out who was voice acting. Oh my goodness, man. That was crazy.
Oh God, we gotta get past this. Kumbaya, motherfuckers. Hold hands.
We here to stay. Black people here to stay, man. And we're gonna keep playing these games.
Yeah, we're not going anywhere. Sorry, I'm black.
I'm gonna play it just to make y'all mad. Then what you gonna do then? What you gonna do, bro?
But yeah, man, the whole like, I think people have been waiting for this for a while because people have been saying, oh, when are you gonna do samurais? When are you gonna do this?
Yeah,
well, it's here now.
People have been wanting it for a long, long time, and I think Assassin's Creed honestly is the thing that's holding Ubisoft up right now. If I'm being completely honest, I mean, because people remember Skull and Bones. Yeah, you don't, because it released and it faded to black. I bet you forgot about that.
Skull and Bones, with your the ship you never leave, and you know the. Oh God, that game came and went. That was a 10-year development hell of nothing, bruh. Nothing.
I want Ubisoft to be great again, man, but I just don't see it. And it's not on Steam either. I'm looking for it. I think it's only on their launcher.
You know where that game
PC
at?
Sucks, so.
It's exactly where it needed to be. It's where God wanted to be. That's where that game at.
And on that note, man, I think that's the end of the podcast episode.
Hey, you guys want to, like, before we leave, let's get some votes in the chat. Do you guys want to talk about Boruto?
No. Nobody wants to talk about that shit anime.
Am I the only one want to talk about Boruto, man?
No, thank you, Weenie. No.
What, y'all don't believe in it? Hey, y'all don't want to believe in a show that's named after a guy whose sister has all the power-ups? Nobody?
Thank you guys for watching episode 188 of the Super Weapon Podcast, man. We appreciate you guys being here.
Damn it.
Pink, I'm glad you're still here. So yeah, we were talking about the charity initiative that you so kindly put together for the veteran community, man. Thank you for taking the time to do that. Just wanted to give you a big shout out. And if there was a way for people to watch the podcast that you did, if there's anything that you can, give us to spread more awareness for that, because that was an incredible thing that you did. And that was the question I wanted to ask you. Yeah, DC did, shout out to him for being on there as well, man. If you guys are listening to this, please check out PinkSaibot, man. She is an incredible content creator, one of the nicest people in this space, and she does a lot of good for people, and she don't got to. So please make sure you guys check her out, man. We will have her socials and stuff in the description for this episode.
And we're definitely going to have you back too, Pink. I think we need to set up maybe another mental health awareness pod.
Yes.
I love doing those. I love just trying to spread information, and it's definitely important right now with mental health because people are going through a lot of shit, man. Yeah. So I think in our space, no matter how big or small. Like if we could just spread that message, I'll link up with you. We'll set up something soon. Soon.
It's been a while since we had a guest on, man. I'm gonna be honest with y'all before we get out of here. I know this outro's getting long. We're being incredibly careful about who we bring onto the show because of things that have been going on in the content creator space the last couple weeks. And
God, yes.
If you know, you know. I'll leave it at that. I'm not calling nobody out.
Yep. If you follow my Twitter, you know exactly what we're talking about.
I'm gonna just say this, man. Like, I don't fuck with abusers. Period. Mental, physical. I don't fuck with none of that. So we will have guests on again eventually.
Your favorite people excuses. Stop giving excuses for your favorite people, man. Now, that does bring up a question, but I'll ask later. It's something I'll ask the fellas because it's something that I've been thinking about. Yeah. But yeah, man, just be good people, man. Keep your freaking hands to your damn self.
So on that note, man, thank you guys for hanging out, man. You guys can find me everywhere. Darius the Artist on Twitter. Darius the Artist where he is at 3. I appreciate y'all for being here. Shout out to Pink once again, and shout out to DC for raising money for that great initiative. So, DC, you got the floor, man.
Hey, I just want to say I never laughed so hard watching someone eat mayonnaise, and I know Darius is going to lose it because Pink, he doesn't like mayo either.
Hey, you're brave, Pink, man. You brave for that, bro.
Pink, you are. Oh my! I almost threw up watching her eat that. Like, she was going through it, man. And you can't fake that. You know how I know you can't fake eating that? Because her face turned red. You can't fake that, man.
Oh, the smell alone makes me sick, man.
Oh my God. But she did it for a good cause, man. And Pink, that's why you are a beautiful, amazing person, a beautiful soul. So happy to have just met you and do great things with you in this space. And shout out to all the people in the chat. Shout out to Reaper. I'll be over there watching you play Homeland or Homeworld 3, Dark Star, everybody who came and just support Weenie, our guy, one of our foundational pillars here. Thank you guys. I hope you guys enjoy your Saturday and the rest of your week, man. Let's power through it.
Do good and be good people, man. Thank you guys for listening to the audio version. If you guys are in chat, hang around. We're going to play some video games. See ya. Peace.